Hey, welcome back to the channel. Yep, bike's still here in storage. We've apparently had once in a generation storm out recently. I think it was once in a lifetime or once in a generation because of how big it was. It was northern Canada all the way down to the southern states. We never got that much snow here, but it was freezing rain beforehand, and I think that's where a lot of issues came. We're not actually too far from Buffalo, and if you've seen anything on the news there, they got hit pretty hard, but hey, that's what you get for living in Buffalo, right? I'm just kidding. I don't have any issues with Buffalo. I mean, I like winter anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So today I actually wanted to talk about dealerships. I was watching a video from Insane Wheels. I don't know. It just came up on my feed. I haven't watched any of his videos, but I'm a subscriber now. Seems like a decent guy. But he was going on about, or not going on. It makes it sound like I didn't like what he was saying. But he was talking about dealerships and what the number one issue with Harley Davidson is, and he's in his opinion it's customer service, and he kept going on about his experience at dealerships and the poor customer service that he has. Now, I kind of heard some of this before, but I wanted to actually get it out there and ask other people's opinion on this because personally, I've never had a bad experience in a dealership. Yeah, some of the work, maybe when I've had like maintenance done or anything like that, maybe it's more expensive than if I took it to a regular motorcycle mechanic. I don't know. I've never actually gone. It seemed reasonably priced. But anytime I've gone to a dealership, I've never had an issue. Anytime I've gone in, the first time I went into a dealership, I had the typical Harley Davidson motorcyclist in my head, and that's what I thought everyone in there would be. Mind you, the first time I went in, I did take my family. It was during the pandemic, so you had to sign in and everything. And the number of different people in there from different walks of life, it was outstanding. The number of different people that were in there. So I actually have 4 dealerships that are relatively close, within about an hour away from me. One's about 25 minutes away, and that's the one that I actually purchased my bike at. It was actually further. They've changed location. It used to be about 45 minutes away. Now it's even closer. It's about 25 minutes, which is even better. Bigger location for them, closer for me, so it even works out. So that's the one I bought my bike at, which I had a good experience. The next one that's closest to me, I've gone for test rides there, or demo rides, and I've actually ordered parts from them. They've been great. Another one that's about an hour away that I've gone just for a ride because it's a nice ride up there. It's north of us in Barrie. I bought a couple of things there. It was great. And then one that I like to frequently go to because I really like the ride is actually in Cambridge, which is just over an hour away from me. Fantastic location. It's a good ride from where I am because there's a lot of back roads I can go through, and the atmosphere is great over there. But those are the 4 ones that I frequent. When I say frequent, I'm there once, maybe twice a month for all 4 of them. The Barrie one I don't go to a lot, but I've been a couple times. But the Blackbridge, that's in Cambridge, and the one, my home one, the FAF one, I go to each one at least once a month. So I like going. I like just looking around. But anyways, the experience I have in there, they always have someone. They have like not a welcome desk, but they have like someone sitting there as soon as you walk in, that always says hi to you. In the service at my local dealership, the one I take the bike to, those guys are fantastic. The guy actually seems to have gotten to know me and will actually talk to me. The guy who I bought the bike from, I've seen him at the motorcycle show, and he even recognized me there, which I guess isn't saying much, but I mean, you deal with thousands of people. It's got to be hard, but I guess if you're in sales, that should be kind of your niche. And all the other ones that I've been to, there's always someone right at the front door that's saying hi to me. They make you feel welcome. I mean, when you buy your bike, that's that whole hoopla where they're ringing buzzers and stuff like that. Where I bought my bike, it was actually a gong I had to hit, which I don't like. I don't like drawing attention to myself, but it was pretty cool anyways. But yeah, I see on Instagram them ringing the bells and doing all the things at all the other ones that I've been to. But I've never had a bad experience at a Harley dealership. Now, having said that, I've had conversations with people on YouTube about their experiences and what they've gone through. They call them the Stealerships. You're just wasting your money going to them. They're just sales guys. And even the Insane Wheels, what he was talking about is when he went to the dealership to buy one of his bikes, they ignored him. They kind of didn't want to sell him the bike because it was a used bike. They wanted him to go to a new bike. And I mean, go watch his video. He'll explain the whole story. Now, I've never had that issue there, and I don't know if it's just because of where I am. Maybe it's an Ontario thing, a Canada thing, where it's just great customer service. Maybe it's because I'm a newer rider and I have excitement towards the brand. Maybe that's what it has to do with. But I've heard a lot of people down in the States that have issues with dealerships. Now, if you have the big name YouTubers that frequent their Harley Davidson dealerships all the time, they don't seem to have an issue. They think they're great. But the smaller YouTubers that I watch, a lot of them have had issues at dealerships. I mean, even so, like, and what this Insane Wheels was talking about is it's their customer service. Now, when I bought my bike, I had it delivered because I didn't have my license when I got my bike. I had never ridden a bike at the time, so I had it delivered. The delivery guy was more excited for me to have a bike than I was to have a bike. So to me, that's customer service as well, right to that point. And I mean, service department, everything's been fantastic. I haven't had any issue. The only issue, and it's not even an issue, the only issue I ever had is I went in looking for spark plugs at my local dealership, and it was a new guy there, and he didn't know what he was looking up, and so I mean, that was just a new person thing. It had nothing to do with the customer service. He was trying to help me, just couldn't help me. And, he said, oh, I could order it in, but I think they have the ones over there. And I was fine driving to a different dealership just to make sure I actually got the right part, just because I wasn't 100% sure. But that's the only issue I've ever had at a dealership. So I want to know from you guys, like, do you find that's the number one issue with Harley Davidson, is their lack of customer service? Because where I am, the 4 dealerships I've been to, or 4 dealerships that I have gone to and actually purchased stuff and done stuff with them, they've been fantastic. Even the demo rides that I've gone to, the people that they're not local to the dealership, it's actually Harley Canada that actually put it on. They've been fantastic as well. Great customer service. Even they did during the pandemic, they had a local type thing where they actually purchased coffee and cookies for everyone that came out to this ride event, and the people there were fantastic as well. So maybe it's a Harley Canada thing. Maybe these people have just had one bad experience and they're making it sound worse than it is. I have no idea, but I want to know from you. Do you find that the customer service at Harley dealerships lacking? So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Until next time, I'm out.